We thought about where we go with this concept called an expansion. The biggest challenge we had at the J is we have all these disparate businesses. And while sometimes they relate to one another, they really don't necessarily relate. And you can think about aquatics, and you can think about the CDC, and you can think about the theater, and you can think about camp, and you can think about the Heritage Center. All those are separate businesses. And what we always found out was all of them needed capital. All of them were always asking for capital. And because capital was constrained, we ended up giving everybody just a little bit of capital. And it really didn't help any of those departments. If you need $1 and all I'm giving you is 10 cents, it really didn't help. So we had to really think about it differently and think about how we would deploy capital. And if we were going to raise money, where would we put that money? The first rule of finance always says capital should flow to its most highest and productive use. But that really is thinking just financially. And we wanted to think more, incorporate the values of the J and think about how we could do that. And when we thought about the values, we thought about being open and inclusive. We thought about the concept of building community. I mean, community is in our name. We thought about enhancing mind, body, and spirit. We thought about continuing our Jewish culture, and we thought about treating others as they would have, as we would want to be treated, and how we can incorporate that approach into this return on capital model or return on investment, because the investment was so much more than just the dollars and cents. And when we went through that calculation, when we asked all the departments to think about what they would do if they had a good amount of capital, it became very clear over the course of time that the highest and most productive use for us would be to build that expansion, because more and more of those departments could use the expanded facilities to do what they wanted to do. So whether it was camp or the CDC or other places, everybody could have use of that facility. And that's how we decided, after all the department managers made presentations, that expanding the facility was our highest and best use of capital.